All right. Hey, Jane.
Hey Joe, how are you?
I'm good. Smoothie day. So I got
Yes.
my just randomly thrown together berry smoothie with some orange juice. It is brown, so it's got to be healthy, right?
Oh yeah, mine's pink, but it comes
Oh,
from a
nice.
bottle, so probably not as healthy.
Pre-made smoothie? No, it's
Yeah.
it's all within line. Okay, so getting oriented to things. I have Twitch open on the side. We do have people here, which is awesome. So feel free to type in the chat. We can see it. We can say hi to a few folks and show you what we're up to today.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to go ahead and tell us what we're going to work on?
totally. So today we're going to be working on this Billboard Top 100 app. Yep, it looks like this. So some things that I don't love about it. You come onto this page, it looks kind of empty.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about these buttons, the colors. If anyone has any like color opinions, let us know. And yeah, just generally, it's a very simple app. I think we can revamp it, make it look really good.
Okay, let's start with, so, your attempt at this, right, was a really quick one for Qlik World.
Yes.
And we wanted to show, can you remind me, how did you found Andy Grammer somewhere in there, but I remember having to hunt through the data, right?
Yes, so we have a bunch of different years. These are all year-end songs. I don't know how the data is found. Public voting. But he is number 25, so we just scroll down to 25. We click here. Whoops. Yep, and then here are the lyrics. Here's Andy Grammer. And you can just follow along to, YouTube or any non-sponsored video streaming platform.
Josh wanted to know if that was his previous intro. It's copyrighted material, so we'll see if we're even allowed to keep it. But thanks, Josh. So you have a few things going on. It's meant to find the lyrics. You pulled all this together. When I saw it, and I tried to search for something like, I couldn't remember 2015, but I'm like, maybe I know something in 2020. So I went to that one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that, The Weeknd was at the Super Bowl, played that song. So everybody kind of knows this. It was on the charts and things. But what I found myself wanting to ask was like, I wonder if, like, where did Andy Grammer fit in? So I feel like we need to be able to search by artist and maybe even by lyric might be kind of nice, because you have the lyrics all in there and we can use Qlik to search through. Every time somebody says the word whatever, I don't throw something out there, we could probably find the song, right? Because you have all the data in here.
Yeah,
right?
For the lyrics, I've only got the top 4 songs, because it was all manual entry.
Oh, right.
The top 4 songs, but I think that is just a good way of showing what you can do. I think that's a good idea.
So what if we do like leave this like as the first one, right? And we'll duplicate this sheet, kind of show people how we move stuff around and experiment with it. My son is trying to break into my office. So sorry.
No, that's totally okay.
Well, I can lock the door. So I was thinking, let's use we want this to be the main thing people look at, but I felt a little lost unless you just go use the Qlik search. So let's use the sheet menu.
He's like, let me in. You've got smoothie in there.
Let me grab him. If you add the sheet menu, I'm going to grab Jack and see if he wants something.
So people who are watching, do you guys recognize any of these artists? Because I don't recognize any of these people. I think 2019 is where my music knowledge just stopped, and I'm just listening to old things.
That's fine. Here, I have a guest star. Come here. You can have some more smoothie. You have to come here. No, you should see his face. He's just covered in berries. So we'll see if he comes back in. My thought is the sheet menu can really help us put all those filters, but not clutter up the whole screen.
Right.
So
we
do
can
that
take
with
that
like
out.
the side menu in that setting. But I don't know if we have any filters yet. So let's just check. So if you go to the side menu area inside of that sheet menu, it's one of the property panel sections.
Side menu.
Side menu, and then hit the wizard. Let's see. It's basically right now just the sheets. We're not actually don't want to have them go to any other sheet right now, right? So we don't have any filters. Another way that I would add it is if you click the chain link icon, you can grab master items. So you made lyrics. Let's go make some filters real quick.
Okay.
So we'll kind of come back and forth. So, and what do we want? The artist.
So if we want to get rid of this sheet menu, what we could do is go into the global settings, and then you just turn off. So you hide it, and the sheet menu becomes this little button right up top.
Right. You got it. Yep. That's a good point. You don't have to take up a block of the screen for it, but it can still be there for you to customize. But we're going to build some filters first and then hide those as well. So first up,
artist, I think, is a good one.
Yeah.
And let's make this smaller just so you can see what I'm doing.
How do you not know Post Malone or The Weeknd? We do. Wait, was that to Jane?
I don't know. It's the bottom ones. Like, I don't know who Roddy Ricch is. I don't know who Da Baby is. Is Future's like Amigo, right?
I can't address that either. You're just saying names now.
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, if we leave that like that filter and just, we don't have to change it up too much for now. We'll just add it as a master item because it should have the name, artist, and everything in there. So if you right click it, right, and then add to master,
we'll call it artist. .me. That's another app we can work on later.
We'll do that another time.
Artists.
So we have artists now. We can delete that off the screen and make another one for song name. And then we'll take some suggestions from folks.
No, it's called title.
There we go. So we'll add that one. Now we have two filters that we could add to the side menu. Remove that one. Perfect.
Does anyone have any suggestions? Maybe
we want to add something else to the side. We have the decade and the year, right? Or just the year. That's probably good for now, right? Just those two?
Yeah.
So we'll get rid of that. And then back to your sheet menu, that fancy button. We can now add those filters into the side menu. There we go. So which artist and which song name? Let's try that. And then we'll theme it. Save and close. And then the way we see this is, it's actually, I don't know if it's covered on your screen at all, but it's the rightmost button at the top bar is your side menu now. You should slide over. There we go. Now we have a great way of getting to artists and songs that we can just search through on the dashboard without cluttering up the screen.
That's great. That's a great idea.
The other thing is, do we want to theme it out? So you have this like dark mode. There's lots of options here. There are templates, and I think the templates, there might be one that's close on the sheet menu that you're on.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. This was just me making things up. So we've got maybe musical.
Oh,
I think that's a Spotify.
not a sponsor.
Yeah, not a sponsor. You can listen to music on any streaming platform. Apple Music. I don't know any others. YouTube. Okay, this one's cool. And
I guess, yeah, if we start with any of them, then we can customize it to your, like, the Billboard Hot 100 has that like purple and blue, right?
yeah, we can do that. We can start with this music one.
Yeah.
And then theme it out.
So I just get lost with this one. I think it's everything for that is
top. Do we want a logo? Maybe not yet.
Native.
I always just have to go in here and just find it.
Yeah. I often end up like scrolling through all of it and then turning off other buttons. Like, we don't need other sheets, but sometimes it's nice to have them there to go back and forth when you're developing and then turn it off later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then we can keep them on now.
Yeah. I was just thinking maybe we change out the Spotify green for your Billboard blue.
Yeah.
Is that too bright on that gray? It'd be under appearance. And I think it's global styles. We're better at putting that in there.
Yeah, I think.
If you
let me find that
blue.
color.
Oh, what is that?
It's the iDrop color picker, not sponsored, but it's a free Chrome extension, and you can just pick things. It's super easy. Let me show you. So I click done. I can pick color from the web page. So I can pick this blue, and it just saves it. It saves all of your old colors that you picked.
Let's add that in there. That's a good tip. To Chrome. iDropper?
Yeah.
I've seen a few of them. So let's. Yeah, there we go.
iDrop color picker. Yeah.
Perfect.
I like that it saves your colors, which is awesome.
That's better than the one I have, which is every time I open it up, I go to the Vizlib website and then I just get the colors of all the products, and I'm like, I should have some of these memorized by now. I have to get them every single time. But now that you have it, you can just paste in the code, right? So
yeah, done.
Match instead of trying to eyeball it. Yeah, and then that's looking cool.
What we can do, so when you click on something, the color changes, or if you hover. So we can do a hover font color. So you see how when you hover, it's this blue. We can maybe change it to that pink.
Ooh.
Which one is that pink? I think it's this pink.
Wasn't even thinking that. That's cool. You just seen that out in less than a minute.
Yeah, it's so fast. And what else?
So now we have our sidebar, the thing. We're kind of missing a title and a logo. Not that we necessarily need it, but since we're just going to be on this one thing, we could actually. Here's what I do like that: the selection bar itself in Qlik is just kind of sticks out, right? It doesn't fit the theme. You can theme it if we add in CSS and all that good stuff. I've seen people do that. The other thing is we could just not have it. What you have to think about, though, is if you get rid of it, then it's really tough sometimes to clear any selections you've made. So we're add a button to the top, to the sheet menu to clear all.
Yeah,
so it's a little bit of a two-step. We should probably template that at some point, too.
Maybe we don't need these filters because it is only one sheet. You'll know what you're clicking on. The buttons are highlighted, and then whatever you clicked on is showing up. So maybe we don't need, as you said, those filters. We'll just have a clear all button.
Yeah, I think that's easy. That'll make it look a little bit more custom too. So where is the
filter?
Oh no, your sheet menu reappeared. Interesting.
Okay, that's
maybe did that. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh no, it came back. I think when I changed the template, and then it just threw it back.
Okay. So we're going to turn off. I think it's in the top menu. Is the section you want to be in, and it is custom. We'll leave that. Menu items, no. Nav, yeah. This native buttons area, we want to start turning those off. This we won't need. We don't need stories. We don't need bookmarks.
Oh wait, that's up here.
Oh, that's fine because we're going to kind of clear that stuff too.
Okay.
We'll leave sheets for now so we can come back to it if we need to. And then there is there's a whole section for selection menu. Maybe we should have just jumped to that. You can turn that off. It doesn't show you until you're out of edit mode. And
how would you get out of edit mode without the button?
I hit Control E. I think yours is Command E.
Oh, Command E. Okay.
Back and forth. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good pro tip.
You got it. Yeah, I use that one a lot. Because then I end up hiding the button and wondering, is this a publish app? Can I edit this thing? And I just hit Control E and make sure I can get in. But we want to, because now we lost all the filtering perhaps, we want to add into the sheet menu a clear all button at the top. Yeah. So I think there's options for custom buttons.
Yeah, we can add in. Do we want to add in just a button?
No, it's actually built into the sheet menu. Yeah, if you edit it, there's an area in the top menu section for custom buttons.
Come in here.
Collapse that one. Boom. We have the side menu. That's what that one is if you wanted to customize the look and feel. It's really just a burger menu now. The other one is, yeah, add this. And what do I usually pick? You pick custom for the icon. And when you pick that, then you get this whole library of things you can search for or kind of scroll through. There's an eraser in there somewhere. And I usually use that one, but yeah, kind of sticks with the theme. Now it doesn't do anything, so you have to add an action.
So we want to clear all.
Yes, clear all. I think it's clear all. That's the one. If we want to do individual fields, you can have different buttons like clear the year, clear the artist. So you don't have to get super granular. But now if you get out of edit mode, Control E, Command E, and we were filtered into The Weeknd Blinding Lights, which is a song that I do know.
Now we have Drake.
Okay, cool. I know Drake.
Yeah, I think I know all these people.
We just had to go back a few years. This is probably when you were driving more. Like I don't listen to a lot of top 40 music anymore because I'm not in my car. So I feel like I'm missing an entire year of music.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like I don't know who this, but I don't know Block Boy JB.
But it's featuring Drake, so it's like those songs where like they'll pull Drake in or Snoop Dogg in to a song because it'll go further. Cardi B and stuff like that.
See, I always thought Dan and Shay I thought it was like a furniture store. Doesn't it sound Dan and Shay's couches? I always thought it was like an interior design thing, but no, apparently they're a band.
So what happens when you pick like the Dan and Shay one as you scroll through? Because we don't have lyrics, does it just give you... it looks like many of them are selected, right?
Yeah, but I think these are only Drake. Okay, so I need I
think there's something going on with that sidebar, or not sidebar, the the tiles that you're using, Vizlib tiles, is that it's multi-select, and we really only want a person to select one at a time, right?
Yeah.
So when you do that and you confirm your selection, so
Interesting. I can't confirm anymore.
it's because we lost a little bit of the screen with the selection bar, but we can turn on the selection mode differently in the tiles.
Okay. I think let's do this. Command-D, tiles.
So here you've designed everything. We can, under interactivity, yeah, we have options here. I'm gonna grab my door real quick.
How do you guys like the colors? The audience, let us know. And if you're watching this at a later date, you can on old apps anytime.
Oh, right. We're going to have to figure out where we store this stuff afterwards. Probably cut it up a bit before it goes back out there, and invite people next time.
Yeah.
So if you turn on quick select mode, you don't have to confirm, which is nice.
Okay, that's a good tip. So if I get out of edit mode.
So that's the default, nothing selected. Now you grabbed.
Okay.
One dance. What happened to song number 2?
So I think song number 2 was Drake's God's Plan, but because it was on multiple years, it's not showing up. So if we could fix that, that would be really good.
Okay. That's the only thing that jumped out to me. So clear selections, that's still working the way we want it to. Perfect. There's also, I find that I turn this off to, like, you're hovered over this. We really don't ever want to expand it, maybe not even take a snapshot. So there's, under that interactivity setting, in a lot of the visualizations, you can turn off those little hover buttons, like on the tiles. That one. I think it's interactivity. And that's going to... Oh, feature request. I might have asked for this and it's not there yet. Try it on the advanced text object. Yeah, that one. Interactivity. Scroll down through here. That full screen icon, snapshot icon. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that.
Oh, yeah, you can't turn this off here.
We don't have that on there yet, but
No.
It is in Qlik. They added in a future version, which I don't think we've updated our demo server to yet, but there's like a universal setting to turn that off, on and off.
Okay.
For now, we just have to deal with it, but that's a good part. We'll let the team know.
Yeah, we'll let the team know.
So always improving. Then you have this. This is an interesting case. Like none of the years are selected, and so you see all of the number 1 hits. I tried this before too, and I thought maybe you want to put in the tile itself the year that it was number 1, and so we'll add another element. And then it's allows you to, like, browse all of the years. And this might be something new to folks too, is how to add things to tiles, which is one of the newest visualizations we have.
Yeah, we can talk about that. So we want to add in the year, and we have to do only
an
year.
aggregation on it, yeah, to just grab the 1 year.
Making sure that looks good, and it's orange. It is.
So it just popped up over top of the Weeknd's face. I can see it, and we need to use. Gotta move it around, right?
Edit that. So maybe put it here. So the side. Something like this.
Yeah, we can move around. I'm curious how did you get the, like, number 1, number 2 to take up that full area when in the wizard, it looks like its number is really small. What happens when that goes? Oh,
That's a good question. I think I made the font big.
You set the font to always be something. It's a view 55.55. That's weird. Oh, it's the percentage of the view.
Yeah.
So that's there. And if we can overlap year if necessary, kind of by the number. I was thinking like number 1 and then underneath is the year.
Or we could maybe put it on top.
Or at the top. And then it'll kind of size to it. Will that look? 2025, number 1. Getting there. And then it's a little bit of like the text alignment. Like if it's centered or in that thing.
See, what's interesting is there's no number. There's like number, which is the text number. And then the actual like number.
That's just the word number?
Yeah.
Oh, where? Yeah. Maybe make that sized again small. I bet it's in there. It's behind one of the images. You might even have that overlay image on top of the number. Yeah, right click that, move that back. There it is.
Yeah. Okay. Ranking. Yes.
That's the big number. That's just the word number. Okay. This should look better then.
Something like this, and then
we'll with year you can everything else looks like it's centered. Boom.
Okay.
That's cool. So you had a technique here we used a while back, I think when this first came out with movies, and you have the thumbnail of the album, or it's a single. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but then you use that same image, it looks like, in the background. Can you go into those two so that and look at that, like that code there, the expression to get the actual image, it's not a website, but it actually is a website, right, in your data. Is that what it's going to?
Yeah, so the data under album cover is the HTTP link to the album cover image.
And what is that? Oh, that set expression, right, is how you're doing brushing.
Yes, I'm brushing this. So brushing, what it does, so if I didn't have brushing, if I clicked on something, which I can, let me make another duplicate. So if I got rid of brushing, I keep saying blushing.
Yeah.
What will happen is it, all right, okay. So right now, you saw when I clicked on blinding lights, everything else was still there. You can still see the whole song list. If I get rid of, okay, that did not work. I need to get rid of it on every year, but
I know what you mean.
What happens is it will just collapse. You will only see what you have selected.
Yeah, it's the normal way Qlik behaves, right? You click on something and it drills all the way down to that and gets rid of all of the other bars on a bar chart, or in this case, a tile. So you're using brushing to say, Qlik still knows that you selected blinding lights, but in the visualization, we're saying ignore that selection.
Yes. So I had to add these to everything. Else it would not show. Else everything would just be gone, because like you see that if I got rid of ranking, now ranking is null because I got rid of the brushing technique. Normally,
so we'll have to like share that one. I think it's a fun technique.
Yeah, it is a great technique. So you kind of, it's like a set analysis, and what it looks like is Let me find it. It's just curly bracket, $, and then these brackets, these corner brackets, and then whatever you want to ignore. So I'm ignoring title. Is there a better way of explaining this?
That's good. I mean, we could figure out where we found it. I borrowed it from an app, which is how I learned it. We might write up something on it, and have like a short little technical article on it, or just give people this app, right? And say, here, it's in here, copy paste it out, use it in your own, here's how it works, and they can take it apart.
Yeah, and it works for anything, like line charts, bar charts, not just tiles.
Perfect. So that's looking good. Let's go back to your brushing one. I think you're in your duplicate one, right? Okay, this has got the sheet menu on it. What else do we want to do with this? Like, we have our filter sorts. You said you didn't like the buttons. Like, what's up with the buttons that you might want to do something different with?
Well, do you think it looks too simple? It looks very like early 2000s to me. It doesn't have that like modern feel.
I don't know. When I used it, I was like, oh, let's see. I'm in 2020. I click on 2019. Is it just doing one select at a time? Yeah, it's moving over. It's showing me that. So it was very interactive in that case. I just wanted to see which songs were popular in that particular year. So I thought it was good. And you've changed the color so you know where you're at. And it's not just a filter with a drop down that you don't know that there are other years in the data set. So I actually like that part of it.
Is there a way we could have like a set something that we can write on here, like please select song, instead of just having a little dash?
Oh, instead of the null value?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this would make it look a lot nicer.
Yeah, there's two ways to do this in a lot of the Qlik objects. One is then that add-ons section. There's the conditional show for everything. And so it put 0 in there, you'll see what happens. It'll gray it out most likely. And then this is where you could put please select a song. And they're going to see that error. Now the calculation condition, we have to say that it's on a title, right? That they would pick something. That's what we have to say. Get selected count of title is equal to 1.
So get selected count.
And then try the parentheses. It'll kind of walk you through. So it says the field name, include or exclude. Actually, I don't think we need that. Just get selected count of title. And you have to scoot I think the parentheses over. So it's the function. This is just going to give us a number. Parentheses title.
Parentheses title. And then this?
No. It's just wrapped around it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is just going to give you a number. If you try it now, it's going to evaluate because it's more than 0. It's everything. So you have to say if get selected count of title is equal to 1, comma 1, comma 0. So you have to uniquely select one song is what we're saying. So
okay. So right now, if I select 2.
I don't know if it'll let you select 2. It just depends on what we're at. But because we said, that's a good point. Can you pick 2 Drake songs? So now it's 2. Or did it unselect it? That's what I can't tell what's going on.
I think it unselected.
You know how you added year in there too? It looks like it puts null in there because we have to put your title brushing technique in there too, I think.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I think I got rid of title. No, I've got the brushing techniques in here.
You have to add it to year because you have only year and it's missing that.
And to number. Okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you need it there. That one, maybe not. That's only going to appear if everything else is there. Maybe.
Then curly brackets. Okay.
There's one. Somehow circles got in there. Might be some data. So, we have a question coming in. I'm going to add this in. Do you have data related to when these hits were listened to the most in the US? So that's kind of what you collected, right? It's just the total ranking, but it doesn't have number of listens or anything, does it?
No, but I found a really good data set that is much more in depth, and it goes through, it goes through like when it goes through week by week and like how many, I think, minutes it was listened to. You've got like countries. It's very in depth, and it's a Spotify data set.
That's what I was thinking too. I've only heard about it for some other things, not Billboard. It only really gives you the rankings, and then like we were searching, right? You couldn't find a Billboard data set. You had to go out and generate it on your own. I told you there was value in that because nobody else has done it, or at least they're not sharing it. So there's some uniqueness here. It's a good point. Like if we had richer data sets, we could visualize different things like Uptown Funk was really popular in the beginning of 2015, maybe, or if we had release dates and things like that. Because just like the Grammys are like the Oscars or like the other awards things, they release the content in the right time of the year so that they get the biggest popularity boost. Good movies release at the end of the year, right towards Oscar ceremony time.
Yeah, I think
that type of thing.
That's a great thing. We should make that for our next Appy hour, and maybe we can work on a richer data set.
Add some more data, yeah.
And yeah, do some of that. I think that would be really nice to add in here right now. So I cannot scroll in here. I think I need to turn on enable editing. So that is editing. Design mode.
This is just the, this is you use the KPI designer with the text object.
Yes. Did I? No, I used a master item, which I think.
Do we need to edit that one maybe? It scrolled before, didn't it not?
No, I don't think it's ever been able to scroll. I think I turned the editing off. Appearance. You scroll.
When enabled, so it scrolls there.
So then we need to turn it on in Vizlib.
In the KPI. What was that experimental section that you just wrote by?
Oh, read only. Okay, I need to turn this off.
Ooh.
And then I think if I stop editing, yeah, now it's scrollable.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's something to watch out for. If something can't scroll, turn off the read only and it should work.
If you go back in, I didn't even notice this. I was thinking as we're looking at this, that this is a bunch of different objects on your screen. This is just the KPI designer with a couple different layers laid out exactly the way that you want.
Yes.
Okay.
I like using the KPI designer. I don't know about you, because I think it's nice to be able just to choose where everything goes. You can lay everything out how you want to, and then that's it.
And you got your start on Qlik Sense, right? Like you didn't use QlikView before, did you?
No, I've never used QlikView.
Oh, I'm coming from that QlikView world, and I feel like a lot of people do too. Well, I have like pixel layouts where I can stack stuff on top of each other, and it's very similar to this approach.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny that you gravitate to it as well. I see it in a lot of the apps that you build, but I'm wondering, like, what is there something familiar to it, to something else that you use?
I just think it's more intuitive, and it just makes editing things easier. So right now, if I wanted to move lyrics here, it's easy. But I think if you were to do it, if this was its own text object, you would have to like make this smaller and then
Resize, move this over, do that thing.
And it's a lot more work than just to drag and drop and put something somewhere else.
Yeah, that's funny. I never asked you about why. I know you like to use it a lot. I definitely do as well.
Yeah.
Mine is from like nostalgia of of QlikView, but also of photo editing tools where you can layer things that are really common now.
Yeah, and that's another thing, layering, that I like. So if I wanted to put like lyrics just in the middle of this, I can.
Just like how you did with the tiles on the side. It's a similar type of approach, and maybe the designer's slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
They're different use cases, right? But you have full control over where you put stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's nicer. I'd like that. I think I would have liked QlikView. It might have been more intuitive to use.
Well, if you thought this looked like a 2000s app, you should have seen QlikView then. I'll pull it up on our next meeting. Maybe we can do a QlikView Appy hour.
Okay.
Oh, QlikView versus Qlik Sense tab. We'll cut that part out. Versus Qlik Sense with Vizlib. Then we'll do Tableau later as well.
Yeah, maybe we should bring in someone and do like a battle.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, battle of the BI tools.
We could you could watch either screens because we can have multiple people here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we could even sit back and like pull up their stuff onto the screen and say like, oh, look where they're at right now, and compare and contrast.
Yeah.
I like that.
If anyone here knows Tableau and you want to compete, let us know.
Yeah. Perfect. So I mean, I'm good with the buttons. I like the look and feel of it. It's bright, it's themed, like Billboard. You've got a couple different things, and now we have our filters in there. I don't know, just based on the data, where else we would have taken this one. Didn't we talk about doing something with right back here?
Yeah, maybe if we wanted to add in more lyrics. So Sugar does not have anything in it. We don't have lyrics for that. We can show quickly if we were to do a right back how we could add in lyrics in there.
Oh, right.
So this was me just manually making a sheet, and then I thought I don't want to put everything in. I'm just gonna do like 4 from each year, and then that's it. If anyone else wants to fill in lyrics, they can come in here, and I don't have to send them the Excel, have them send it back to me, and then me reload the data. It can all just be done in here. So, okay, let's set this up. Data, where do I want to put it? I think right back.
So right back, there's 2 folders, I think. Oops. I think that one's good.
Call it Billboard Top Hot 100. And continue. Year, artist, title.
Why not everything? Like if somebody goes out, although you already have the album cover URL in there,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we don't need it, but
and then maybe we only want to make the lyrics editable.
Yeah. And I was thinking this too, like, we know some of these songs,
yeah,
and some of these artists, and then others we don't. But we probably have like ranked some of these, so we could even add a new column, which is like,
yeah, new rank.
Our vote. Like, there's the Billboard rank. There's like try the rating one. I actually like 1 to 5 stars instead of text.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, so let's get rid of this.
I think you can change the type right there too, or remove it. There's a couple ways to do it. Yeah. So this is like
J and J's ranking.
yeah.
Which J's first?
Alphabetically, you win. Yeah.
And okay, so this is editable. And we'll continue. Oh, I clicked twice by accident.
Did it? Oh, it pulled it in. But we're still... The sheet menu's here, so we can't clear any selections, I think. It's on the other sheet, and we have to add it over here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one trick I forgot, which is if you make it not visible,
mm-hmm.
you can't add it as a master item and then put it on other sheets, which you have to have it on every sheet that you use.
Which one?
The sheet menu itself, if you want to have it standard. But we're just showing the right back table, right? So all we need to do is drop, give yourself a little space and drop a new sheet menu on this one, and it'll default it back to everything.
Okay.
So that you can see the full interface, which we may want on the screen. Just sheet menu, yeah.
And then let's turn...
It should be default, and it has everything. If you hit done, we should see the selection bar. Yeah. So now nothing's selected.
What we can do is if I add this to my template. I don't think I need to. I'll just call it Billboard.
Yeah, Billboard.
Save. Template.
And you're going to use your template.
Billboard.
Ooh.
Boom. Done. Okay.
Although I'm saying we want to keep the selection bar on this one, because in case we filtered in, writing back is you do want that context. You want to know that you have a selection bar in there. So you have to turn it back on here. They're disconnected. So now you have 2 sheet menus, which can be nice, and they can behave differently. So it's in that selection menu. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So there it's on this one, but it wouldn't be on the other one.
And then we can filter. Let's do 2000. So I'm coming out of edit mode. I'm going to select like 2008. Yeah, see Drake here, 2008. He's number 9. I don't know why he's up here. I think
in a different year.
Yeah, and in 2006, I think he was number 2.
Or 2016, yeah.
Yeah, 2016.
His song just kept hitting the Billboard Hot 100, the same song.
Yeah, in different years. So that's something maybe we can look at next time.
Yeah, how we're ranking these.
But, okay, so let's take Rockstar, Post Malone. I don't know the lyrics. Is that his favorite song?
He had mentioned Post Malone. Cody wants to do an app battle. Okay, next up. Get ready, buddy. No, Josh said this is not his favorite song. Rockstar. His favorite song is probably not even in the Billboard Top Hot 100, but maybe. And Jupiter Grayscale says, very cool stream. Awesome. It's our first time. Thanks for joining. Yeah. So here you're thinking you can just
So,
paste
yeah.
in lyrics.
So, yeah, I've got like Genius, a lyric thing. You know, here are all the lyrics. What are these? Gratata. I would not be a good rapper. I'd go, they go, gratata. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know this, but if you paste it in, it fills out the entire column.
Because I think the way it's working with write back, we allow you to paste in multiple rows and fill stuff out. And there are line breaks in that website. So it thinks that every new line is a new row, which might not be the best way to paste in like a whole block of text.
Yeah, but this is really good for other use cases if you wanted to just paste in entire columns.
Yeah, because you could have if everything was filled out. So that one might not work. But what about let's go back because lyrics is going to be tough, but let's see if the ranking thing does work. If you hit the back button in the bottom of the right back table, it should undo it all. Can you rate the song?
Maybe a 3. I don't think it doesn't ring a bell.
It's not my favorite Post Malone song, so
4.
Yeah. You're generous. Go for it.
Write this back.
Now you just clip straight through, so we're kind of taking a chance here what it does, right?
It wasn't added. I think we need to do some.
Oh, it might have been. Let's see though, because it will come back. Give it a second. Yeah, let's check the data model now. Remember how we hid the buttons? Maybe we need them. Control E or Command E.
Yeah, I think we need the buttons.
So in the sheet menu, I turned this on too. I forgot to say that. Even though we hit them there, you can turn them on under global settings so that they're always there, even when you're editing. And it's that show, native buttons in edit mode. Uncheck that one. Now they're back. Now we have the buttons on the top toolbar. Only when you're in edit mode. You can get to the data model now.
Okay, let's
do that one. Yeah. He's not going to tell us what his favorite song is.
I think I need to add in another.
Yeah, what one was your original? That looks like
sheet 1.
That looks like an auto-generated one. What's the second one? That's already in there. What about in main? I bet it didn't inject it because we didn't press the button. So it stored the data. It's in the QVD on the server, but we need to go back into the write back table and inject the script into this code or copy it. So I think we might have moved too fast through it.
Yeah, I think when I double clicked, I accidentally clicked something and I didn't say inject the script in. So let's open setup, script, inject, find tables.
Because nothing's changed. Oh, it doesn't like that for some reason. That's might have been we jumped.
I think it might be J and J. So I'll just do rating. Continue.
Now we can inject it. Oh, it didn't like the ampersand maybe. Now it might be there.
We can do Andy Grammer, 5 stars.
Okay. I heard that song so much during Qlik World. I thought we'd get past it, Jane. I didn't want to think about it again. I was humming it and I was like, no, I don't want to hear this song anymore.
Now it works. Have you tried to sing it? It's so fast. I could have another microphone. I could not. I don't know how he sings it that fast.
I try to use the guitar and try to play it, and I was like, forget it. I don't want to learn the song anymore. It stored it. It's back now. So you are able to rate the songs. If we paste it in the lyrics without line breaks too, you could add in lyrics to search for Post Malone and see how many songs.
Ooh, that's good. So
oh wait, here I got a different one for you. I don't know, favorite song, favorite artist, Linkin Park or Muse.
Muse.
In the last 5 years they haven't
Lincoln
had.
Park. Sorry.
No, do post.
Oh, he's got a few. We can select all of them
and see which ones, and then I bet we could find a familiar song.
It's funny. My college actually invited Sway Lee, that band Ray Strummer, to like one of the music festivals, and they did that one song that they were super famous for, and then everyone just left after that.
I do need to run. I actually have an interview with a candidate that I need to jump for. So
okay, great.
I don't know what happens if I hit this button.
No,
it's just going to end the broadcast. So we're doing right back. You figured out your lyrics. This is fun. We're going to do this again.
Yeah, well, I'll see you in a week or two.
Awesome. Let's see. How do I wrap this up? I had things that I could press. I'm lacking on my experience here, where all of my boo 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 and our sounds are going. Okay. Awesome work, Jane. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Enjoy your smoothies.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.